Los Seis de Boulder. On Memorial Day weekend starting on May 27, 1974, 3 activists' lives were ended in a violent car bombing. These young activists were Una Jacola, a Minnesota native who became politically and socially informed while she studied and graduated from CU Boulder; Neva Romero, an elected leader in CU Boulder government; Andrea Martinez, an attorney from Alamosa and CU Boulder graduate. 48 hours later, another 3 lives were ended in another car bombing, taking activists Florencio Granado, student leader and former elected head of UMAS at CU Boulder; Heriberto Terran, talented poet and UMAS activist; and Francisco Doherty, a Vietnam War veteran and aspiring medical doctor. This second bombing also severely injured Antonio Alcantar. To this day, the community has yet to understand the real story behind their deaths, and the preceding investigations were accusatory and rife with corruption. Police and FBI blamed the students. Activists argued that their deaths had been executed by COINTELPRO or other government-sanctioned organizations. The events that led up to the bombings was a groundswell of student activist activity on the CU Boulder campus that was provoked by several issues relating to CU Boulder's internal operations. Primarily, student-led programs like UMAS were taking cuts, and in the fall of 1973, students had failed to receive their financial aid and other academic necessities by midterms. This was primarily affecting brown and black students. In return, students occupied the Regent Administrative Building and did so for several hours. Eventually, the administration relented and gave in to the students' demands. In the spring of 1974, students again were dealing with a lack of support and decided to remedy their situation. It was decided that the existing UMAS administration leadership needed to be removed. To this end, they peacefully occupied temporary building number 1, the former UMAS headquarters on the CU Boulder campus, where they remained for 18 days. It was at this time the bombings happened. It is not officially known if these activities were related to the bombings. Nonetheless, 6 promising lives were taken. Tonight, we honor the legacy of these 6 individuals, and we will never forget.